Welcome to my dear students. Our today's topic is present perfect continuous tense. Dear students, as the name indicates, this type of present, this type of tense is a totally unique kind of tense because it has two important tense, that is perfect and continuous. Both comes together and then this present perfect tense will form. It is little bit unique kind of tense as it has both the qualities are perfect as well as continuous. So now let us discuss further that what is present perfect continuous tense. Now students, let us discuss what we are going to learn today. Dear students, today we will able to know about the methods of present perfect continuous tense. We will know about what is the exact method of present perfect continuous. We will also know about different structures, based on present perfect continuous tense. We will able to know about what is affirmative sentence, what is negative sentence, what is interrogative sentence, and what is the relationship between interrogative plus negative. Along with this, we will also discuss WH forms. And one of the most important use, that is the use of since and for. You know, this we will able to know in this tense, that how we will make the use of since and for while speaking, while writing with the tense. We will able to definitely going to learn these things. And lastly, what we are going to learn that is very important, that is the different uses of present perfect tense. That is a very important component, or you can say part of our today's topic. And also will able to apply, we will be able to apply all these rules in our daily life. That is, we will definitely going to learn that how we can make the use of these uses in our daily life. So let's discuss with the method of present perfect continuous. Dear students, as far as the method of present perfect tense is concerned, in this, it has a subject, it has and have. So you can use either one of them depending upon the subject. Then it has a been which is used with all of them. Then there is a use of V1, then ing. Then that is very important. That is since and for. But dear students, you will also find in some books there was written another method, that is a subject, that is has and have, then there is been, then there is V1 plus ing, but they have not used since and for. It depends upon the sense of the sentence, how you are going to speak the sentence, that is very important. But you must understand that as far as present perfect tense is continuous tense is concerned, so you need the use of since and for. So how we can identify such kind of sentence when we talk about compare it with the present continuous tense? So it is little bit different. When we talk about present continuous tense, to present continuous tense there is subject plus is are plus v1 plus ing, but there is not the mention of since and for. Since and for clearly indicates about the time and period, point of time and period of time. For example, when I am saying I am going to, it means simply I am going. I have no concern with the time. But when I am saying I have been going for 2 hours, so it means there is a clear-cut indication about the time that action has started in the past, but still the action is not completed. Is such kind of sentence. And in Hindi, when you say those sentence which ends with raha hai, rahe hai, they are known as present continuous tense. But those sentence which ends these present perfect continuous tense which also ends with the raha hai, rahe hai. But there is a clear cut difference that when I say मैं सुबह से जा रहा हूँ, तो it is present perfect continuous. मैं जा रहा हूँ, it is present continuous. So it is totally, a totally different kind of things. I am going, it's simple or present continue. I have been going since morning, so it is present perfect continue. Now, let us discuss some examples which based on present perfect continuous. When we talk about present perfect continuous, we have already said to you that it has a subject. So here in this sentence, he is a subject. Has been is is a helping verb. And when we talk about play, to play is V1. We have also make use here VING. Then far, far is used here. So far indicating the period of time, that is for 2 hours. So it's a complete sentence. He has been playing for 2 hours. So this is affirmative. This is affirmative sentence. What is affirmative? Affirmative means positive sentence. Okay. It is also have another name, assertive sentence. And now I can make this sentence negative like this. He has not. I have put here the word not and then the same the rest of the sentence. So here the sentence become automatically negative. So how can I say he has not playing for 2 hours? And when I talk about mainly about the interrogative, so in interrogative you must understand that in interrogative we have something unique, and that is here the use of question mark. And when I say he has been playing for 2 hours, so I have just bring out the has outside the sentence and then rest of the sentence. So sentence automatically becomes now interrogative. Now when I talk about interrogative negative, it has two important things, that is has and then it has not. Has is a helping verb when it is outside the sentence, and when has is outside the sentence, the sentence automatically becomes interrogative. And also there is the use of not. So sentence is both interrogative plus negative. He has not been playing for 2 hours. So I can write like this: I have been playing for 2 hours. I have not been playing for 2 hours. Have I been playing for 2 hours? Have I not been playing for 2 hours? So you can make a thousand of sentence like this. Ram has been playing for 2 hours. Ram has not been playing for 2 hours. Has Ram been playing for 2 hours? Has Ram not been playing for 2 hours? So you can make thousands of sentences like this, but you need to understand, that is very important. One point you should keep in mind, that you have to keep the methodology in your mind, so that you can make lakhs of sentence, whether they are affirmative, whether they are negative, whether they are interrogative, doesn't make any difference at that time if you practice these kind of things. Now students, let us discuss some more examples. Let us discuss some more example based on present perfect tense. First, we will take an example based on affirmative. In affirmative, I have written she. She has been writing since morning. Here I use the word since. So students, since is mainly used when we have not a fixed period of time. In short, you can say since morning. So you can say morning can start from 5 a.m., can start from 6 a.m., 7 a.m., 8 a.m., 9 a.m. So we don't have a fixed time that what is the exact time of morning. So here the sentence is she has been writing since morning. When I make negative of it, she has not been writing since morning. When I say interrogative, so has she been writing since morning? When I say interrogative plus negative, so has, we have make the use of has, and along with this not. Has he not been writing since morning? why has been why has she been writing since morning? Here I make the use of word why. Why is a WH. So I have already discussed you in other sentences also that WH is a question word, and when you want to make a question, initially you need to make first a sentence as an interrogative, then you can make it as a question form. There is another example. They have, have is a helping verb, playing is V1, and far, it indicates the time period for 2 hours. So they have been playing for 2 hours. They have not been playing for 2 hours. And then have they been playing for 2 hours, and have they not been playing for 2 hours? And then there is WH form, where have they been playing for 2 hours? So in this way, you can make a thousand of sentence. If you learn the basic structure, that how to make affirmative, how to make negative, how to make interrogative, how to make interrogative plus negative, and then there is the questions words. question forms that we have to put question, but we can put the question only when the sentence is interrogative. Okay, so now let us discuss the use of since and for, where we have made to use of since and for. Now students, let us see where we make the use of since. That is a very crucial questions, that where we make the use of since, as we have already discussed in some examples, that when we talk about since, you know, since is always used with a point of, what I'm saying, point of time. That means when there is not clear cut indication about the time. For example, since is used with we can make the use of since with afternoon. We can use since with like this, we can make the use of since morning. For example, there is written since morning, since evening, since 2 p.m., or you can say since 8 a.m. So students, you need to understand that when I say since 8 a.m., there are some students last time saying to me, sir, if there is the time clearly given, then how can we make the use of since? So you just need to remember one thing, that since is used with point of time. That means we doesn't have a period. For example, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, 2 week, 5 week. So here we know the period, that when the action is started and when it is stopped. When there is not a clear cut period, that we can say from 8 p.m., it means 8 a.m., it doesn't mean that up to what time we can conclude. So you can say since you use with point of time, and when we talk about far, we make the use of far with period of. Now, students, when we talk about far, you know, far is such kind of word which is used with many things. It is a preposition, but when we talk mainly about in the present perfect continuous, it is indicate a period of time. For example, when I have to say I have been writing for 2 hours, for for 3 hours, for 6 hours. So such kind of things when they is used are there, for 2 hours, for 3 hours, for 6 hours. So we make the use of for at that time. So you can simply say that for is used with period of time instead of other things. So always make use of for with period of time. For example, she has been driving the car for 2 hours. We have been sleeping for 3 hours. So like this, you can make thousands of sentences when there is clear cut mentioning of period. But when there is not the mentioning of period, at that time you can make the use of since instead of for. Now, students, let us discuss some examples based on this present perfect continuous tense. But we have to first understand what is the exact use before discussing the example. Now, students, if we see this rule number one, present perfect continue, present perfect continue tense, we make the use of present perfect continuous tense to express an action which began in the past and still continuing. What I'm saying, still continuing. That means in present perfect continuous tense, the action is started in the past some time ago, but now that action is still going on. We can't say that action is completely closed. You can say stopped, but the action is still continuing. So when such kind of situations are there, you can make the use of present perfect continuous. That you can say present perfect progressive. So continuous is also known as progressive tense. So we have an example in this context. For example, he has been reading this book for 2 hours. She has been sleeping since morning. They have been driving since 2 p.m. To like this, you can make a thousand of sentence by considering the first rule, that is to express action which began in the past, but still it is the continuing, still it is going. Now, student, there is another rule, that is we use present perfect continuous tense to express the effect of certain action which is which being continued till recently. What this rule is, just a subordinate rule of rule first, that we make the use of present perfect continuous tense to express the effect of certain action. Effect of certain action, that is very important. What I am saying, effect of certain action. For example, uh, I feel tired. I feel tired. I feel tired. I have been whitewashing my house. So here, whitewashing house is a action, and that action has created an effect, and that's why I have written I feel tired. I have been whitewashing my house. In the similar manner, I feel exhausted. I feel exhausted. The speaker here saying I feel exhausted. I have been writing a novel. So here, the effect of action is I have been writing a novel. It means he may be writing in the novel from very long time, and that's why he feel now exhausted. So such kind of situation may be there. If such kind of situation is there, so you can make the use of present perfect tense, continue tense. But here you need to remember one thing, that here is not the mentioning of since and for. So without since and for, sentence can be a present perfect continuous. Don't make it permanent inside the mind that since and for, only since and for can make the sentence present perfect continuous. Without since and for, sentence can be a present perfect continuous. It depend upon the situation, that how we are saying the things. Okay. So now students, let us discuss some example. Choose the correct. Here, there is a use of word he, and when there is a word he, so you can say, here we have two options, has been and have been. So we have also discussed in earlier sentence that when there is a use of he is a third person singular. So you can make the use of here sentence has been. Okay, so this sentence can be he has been playing this for me. Fine. Now come to the next sentence, that there is the use of they, and when we talk about the subject they, so they is a third person plural. So here we can make the use of have been. So sentence will be like this: they have been driving the car for 2 hours. Fine. Now come to another example. We have a Ram. Ram is the name of persons. So here Ram is also a third person singular. So here you can make the use of has instead of have. So sentence will be like this: Ram has been driving the car since 2 p.m. Then we have another example, that is we. So here we is a plural form. So here we can make the use of we have been. So sentence will be like this: we have been sleeping since after noon. In the similar manner, you have been working. So here there is given a period of time, that is 2 hours. So here 2 hours clearly indicate it is period of time. So I can write this sentence like this: you have been working for 2 hours. In the similar manner, there is another example: she has been cooking. So here the word morning is given, but we have not a clear cut time. We have not the period of time. So I can make the use of this sentence like this with the help of since. I can like this: he has been cooking since morning. Now, student, fill in the blanks with suitable form of verb. Whenever in the examination, whether it be a ninth class, whether it be a 10th class, whether 11th and 12th, so such kind of fill-ups comes in the exam. So you need to understand here one thing, that there is always a clue in the statements when we have to go through the filling portion. So you need to understand that you just read out the sentence 2 3 times and then find out that clue. For example, I will discuss one example with you. In case fill in the blanks with suitable form of verb, so any verb can be suit here, but depending upon the methodology, that what kind of method we have to apply and what kind of use. Here you see this written clearly for 2 hours. So here 2 hours clearly indicate it is present perfect continuous tense. So here we have to apply the method present perfect continuous. But I will not solve all this. I will solve only one example for you. He has been writing for 2 hours. In the similar manner, you can attempt all of these. And I also request you one thing, that whenever you go through your text, just find out such kind of example in your text. find out such kind of example in your text, definitely that will helps you understand that how we apply this present perfect continue in our daily life. It is always helps you, definitely helps you. So always be concentrative in your study and just go through each and every aspect of grammar part in your theory part. You know, theory part is comprised of whole grammar. If you go all this, that definitely will help you. Now, in the next video, we will discuss the use of past simple. With this, I would like to thanks to all of you.